Hey everyone, this is Dan Charles with Light Forex. It is Tuesday, March 24th. I'm going to do a breakdown of the major Forex pairs, starting with the Australian USD. Please subscribe to the channel and go to the link in the description below this video. Alright, let's get to the Australian USD. Okay, so yesterday we had some good support at the low, and that was 57. So exactly 57 was hit, and then it rebounded. So it was good chances of a continuation of a rebound today. Plus we were very overextended. This was due for a rebound, and we got a nice rebound today, breaking above 59, but we're still hitting some resistance at 6. 6 is going to be the very important price you want to see above. Now looking at the weekly chart, it definitely looks like there's more upside. The 240 and the 60 are showing that we could still break out, but you can see we are putting in some lower highs right now, and we hit some resistance at 59.66. But we're setting up. We're setting up to continue this move. We just want to see it, this little flag pattern here, you want to see it break above that resistance of 59.65, and then I think this will continue going higher. Yeah, the 240 looks bullish. And again, the weekly looks like we're so overextended. We're due for that rebound. You can see that support there at 58. Okay, so let's take a look at the Australian futures. Yeah, breaking above this resistance, 59, which is good. Support at 57. Yeah, it looks, it does look like there's more upside, but I really want to see this break above that 0.6,000 resistance. Okay, Euro USD. Now Euro USD was holding support at 1.07, and it busted through 1.08, but it hit resistance at 1.09. 1.09, you can see the high, 1.0888 today. Long upper wick. Of course, we had long upper wicks the previous days. But that is telling me that we could set up to go bearish tomorrow. We're dropping right now. Just the fact that we had this long upper wick and we're hitting resistance at 1.09 and then again 1.08. We're below that as well. So you want to see 1.07 hold for tomorrow. Let's take a look at the Euro futures. Euro futures is looking quite different and is setting up quite bearish. It's setting up bearish to drop for tomorrow. But as of right now, it is holding higher lows. It's been trading a little bit strange on the Euro futures with these gap ups and then dropping, gap ups and then dropping. Gap up, dropping. It's very strange trading, but it's strange times. So, yeah, you want to see 1.07, important support, and right where we're at right now, 1.08. Let's see if that can hold, but 1.09, you can see that resistance today. You really want to see a break above that price for any sort of bull run rebound. Okay, pound USD. Now pound USD yesterday was holding support level at 1.14. Yesterday it put in a higher low, and today again, and then we broke out today. So it broke above 1.16, which is important, and 1.17. But you can see we hit resistance at 1.18. You can see the high today was a 1.1799 and we pulled back. So you want to see it break above that resistance of 1.18. Now you look at the weekly and it definitely looks like we we should have more upside tomorrow. The 60 is showing we're holding support, but we did hit resistance, and you want to see a break above that 1800 to continue this uptrend. See how the pound futures are looking. Pound futures, okay, pound futures don't look as good as the pound USD. You can see there is some resistance at that 1822 price, but definitely 1800 resistance. Yeah, you want to see it break above 18. This is actually just looking a little bit more bearish than the pound USD. So let's see though if it can hold. Need to hold 16, of course 15, but I want to see this break above 18. Looking at the 60, same type of thing. You see that resistance today at 1811. 1811. Right now we're holding that upward trend line. Going back a bit here. So let's see if we can, you see that resistance at 19. Needs to break above 18 to continue this bull run. New Zealand USD. Okay, so nice rebound today on this one, holding 57. That's the key. I think there's more upside on the New Zealand dollar as well. We do got to look at 5,900, and even right now we're just over 58. So here's 58 right here, and then we got 59. So we need to continue to hold 58, break above 59. It does look like there's more upside though on the New Zealand USD. The lower time frames are looking that way as well. Here we are on the New Zealand futures, and we are pulling back on 58 on the New Zealand futures though. So we need to break well above 58 and then look at 59. There's that bit of a gap down. We had a gap down on March 18th. So we'll see if we can fill that gap by breaking through 59. But yeah, it definitely looks like there's more upside on the New Zealand dollar. USD CAD. Okay, so the USD CAD is, as of right now, today, it's still setting up bullish. It's setting up to break out, but we are showing that resistance at 1.45. And then of course you got 1.46, 1.47. So you want to see this breakout tomorrow. If this doesn't break out tomorrow, it did put in a lower high today. Higher lows though as well. So we're in between lower highs and higher lows. This really needs to break out tomorrow, and I think it definitely has a shot to do so. But we're so overextended, and this has been such a big move, and nothing goes straight up forever. It's very rare when you're going straight up like this to just continue going straight up like this. When you go straight up, it's usually very short-term moves. 1, 2, 3 days, pull back. 1, 2, 3, 4, pull back. So, and it will die down the more it goes. So maybe this has one more up or 2 more days up. But right now, it needs to bust through that resistance of 1.45, 1.46 to continue this move. The key, though, is the Canadian dollar is weak. So let's take a look at the Canadian dollar. Yeah, so you look at the Canadian dollar, it was looking very bearish yesterday, and it's setting up bearish today. Even though we are putting in higher lows, it's still setting up to trend lower for tomorrow. Very important that it holds the low 0.68290 made on the 18th of March. But right now, for this to turn around, you want to see it break above 70 would be very, very important right now to bust through. That's a ways away. Of course, if the Canadian dollar starts breaking out to the upside, it's going to send the USD CAD the other way. You look at the weekly chart, it's very overextended. Just like I said, nothing goes straight up for long on the USD CAD. Nothing drops straight down for long. Things just don't keep dropping at that rate. And when you get a big drop like this, you're going to get a bit of a rebound. And right now we're showing those higher lows in place on the weekly, on the daily, but it is setting up bearish. So if this breaks through this trend, this upward trend line, and starts breaking through 68.50, we're definitely going to test all-time lows on the Canadian dollar. Okay, USD yen holding this trend line, holding this upward trend line, and holding this support at 110 today. Came down, hit 110.08, pulling all the way back up. You can see just the last 3 days, these long lower wicks trending higher, and right now we're above support at 111. So this looks to me like it's due to break this high made on February 20th, 112.22. I got to imagine that's going to happen. But if we're looking at the 60 time frame, you can just see that resistance where we are right now. Had a tough time hitting 111.50, pulling back, put in a higher low from the lows down here, came up, hit that resistance again, pulled back, put in a higher low as well, and here we are attempting again. But right now we are below that resistance again. So that 111.50 price is definitely having some issues. 111.47, yeah, but typically it's going to break just by looking at this, because once, or you could say once, twice, 3 times, 4th time. Let's see if it can break. Let's take a look at the yen futures. Now yen futures here are just the opposite, of course. They're going lower, but they're holding support. So you can see the last 3 days, this low, 0.00900075 is holding, but it's looking so bearish, putting in lower highs. It definitely looks like it wants to bust through that support, but as long as it's holding that support 3 days in a row here, it could turn around, which would obviously send the USD yen down, hitting that resistance so many days in a row. So it's a bit mixed on the USD yen at this point. We're also overextended. We're overextended on the yen futures. If we go back to the USD yen, if this breaks out tomorrow, it will be due to pull back very, very soon, because we're far from the moving average, and just the way it's setting up. We were far from the moving average after this breakout on the 19th. I knew we were going to pull back the next day, but we keep putting these long lower wicks, higher lows in place. So it looks strong to the upside, and it's holding 111. So you got to imagine this is going to bust through and make a high and bust through 112. More than likely tomorrow or the next day. Okay, so that's the breakdown for March 24th, Tuesday. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.